It is the year of our Lord 2024, and still the Holocaust remains a topic enshrouded in mystery for whatever reason for anybody with just a cursory public school knowledge of it. So I finished Mouse. Anybody who knows anything about books that were banned from their public schools know that the Jewish population is represented by mice, and that the Nazis were represented by cats, and the Polish are, for a reason I don't really understand, represented by pigs. And I'm gonna do this while I'm making my baby breakfast because he is not awake yet, and I have very little time and 25% battery on my phone. So, Mouse is an incredible telling of the life of a Jew in World War II. It's a first-hand encounter, like retelling, of his dad's life in World War II, which is very important. The Jewish population is represented by mice in a very, very deliberate and important way, I think. It might be a little controversial at first, because people are going to look at it and be like, wow, the author / artist, Art Spiegelman, is claiming indirectly that the Jewish population are vermin to be eradicated, and I think that is missing the point entirely. The Nazi population are represented by cats, very specifically because cats are predatory by nature, being carnivores and hunting mice. This is the base knowledge that you must have if you live in the world but also read Mouse. The entire point of making them mice, it's deeper than just a very German of the time look at they are vermin to be eradicated. They are also incredibly resourceful, which, being a first-hand telling, there are things in this book that public school just does not tell you. We all know that Anne Frank had to hide in her attic from the Nazis, who would take her entire family and herself to Auschwitz, which is just a horrible and very squicky thought. What people do not tell you is that the Jewish people hid wherever they could. And a lot of the times this is in places with hollowed out, like, false walls. Detailed in the book, there are people surviving in garbage, like literal garbage, in a literal little space behind a garbage chute. So I think that there's a deeper meaning behind making them mice, because they are literally in the walls. The Nazis see them as vermin to be eradicated and only fit for serving Germans until they are not, and then they are killed. I think that's an incredible detail. I do not know why the Polish people are represented as pigs. The most I can glean from that is pigs are unassuming, ? They're like the staple farm animal. They're, large and slow. They don't need to hide. We all know that the Holocaust is bad, and that Nazis are bad, and that Hitler was horrible. And it's still controversial to talk about that for some reason. I just think it's really, really important to really, analyze the symbolism from a secondary source. Art Spiegelman was not in the Holocaust, but his dad was, and he is representing his father's experience and his experience generally as a Jew through this, and I think it's really, really important to look past the reactionary, wow, this is a messed up way to portray your people, because it's an incredible way to portray your people in a situation that is so, super naturally awful. Just horrible. So, TLDR, read Mouse. It's so important. It's so important. It made me cry here at 7 in the morning. It humanizes very deeply the people who are still stigmatized in a way that their stories have been muted and untold, and it's just so important. So please read Mouse.